My name is Steve with Mentor for Change, and Katie and I are excited to share with you about our social enterprise venture called Mentor for or called Brewing for Change. I want to briefly share with you why mentorship matters to me personally. At the age of 16, I was incarcerated at Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall, serving a one-year sentence. And I remember during that time, I felt just completely alone, afraid, and hopeless about my future. And when I got out, I completed my probation, graduated high school from a credit recovery school. Then my parents moved me to Jacksonville, Florida, to get me away from my old neighborhood associations. I was totally disconnected and I fell into depression and I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. But one evening, I saw a documentary on Mariah Carey and she inspired me. I learned that she worked hard to build up her talent, and I thought that maybe I can be a singer too. So the next day, um, I went to the local junior college and I joined the men's chamber choir and eventually majored in classical voice. I found my passion in music, and that drove me to get straight A's for the first time in my academic career. This kid, pictured here, who got kicked out of multiple high schools and had two strikes on his record, was now singing arias. With my straight A's, I transferred to USC and came back to LA. And after graduating from USC, I was working in banking then as a pastor for 10 years, and I also worked with the county and homeless services for 6 years. In each phase of my career, I attribute my success to the mentors who came and poured into me. When I was 16, I could never have imagined myself being blessed with a wife and two sons who bring so much joy into my life, who are pictured here. My mentors helped me to consider other possibilities that I could not have imagined for myself. And so I know that mentorship is transformative. So, why are we launching a coffee shop in Boyle Heights? For the past 2 years, our nonprofit, we piloted a barista internship for our youth in partnership with the cafe on a church campus, and we saw the impact. Our barista interns, they grew in confidence, communication skills, they learned how to operate a POS system, interacted with customers, and they earned a reliable income. While we were operating this barista internship, we also started providing services at Los Padrinos, the very place I was once incarcerated. And the youth at Los Padrinos, they shared with us that they needed a job when they get out. And so we started asking questions about their vision for a job, and they shared that they wanted a place of belonging, a place to learn, a place to make money, a place that reflects their culture. And so we, as an organization, knew that it was time to launch our very own brick and mortar social enterprise. With Brewing for Change, we're not only opening up a coffee shop for workforce training, we're also creating a space for community to be fostered. And it will be a space where youth, parents, and community organizations can connect and learn from one another.
I really understood how important community is when I visited Mentor for Change with my class. One of my favorite parts of the day was meeting Gianna. You can see a photo of us here, who's a junior in high school. And she was just the sweetest girl. I had so much in common with her, and she told me her dream school is UCLA. So I got to share a lot about my experience and learn about her story. And since then, Gary from my team has actually become Chris, one of the mentees at Mentor for Change's official mentor. So seeing connections like that happen in real time was really special and shows like the lasting connections being built through this program. And our plan is to open up our coffee shop on the ground floor of this affordable housing building owned by the East LA Community Corporation. As you can see, it's right next to the Soto Metro station, which has over 1,000 riders every day. So this means a lot of foot traffic, people coming in for a cup of coffee on their way to work or wherever they're traveling to. And there's also over 44,000 residents within a 1 mile radius, which provides even more foot traffic. As you can see on the map here, there are other coffee shops in the nearby area, but none in this immediate block, which gives us a great advantage here. And there's also an 89% Hispanic Latino population, which we'll be connecting with through our Korean Mexican fusion cafe. So this will set us apart from the other cafes by offering unique culturally blended drinks and pastries. And Starbucks actually attempted to open up a coffee shop in this exact location, but they were denied because the East LA Community Corporation wants an organization that's involved and gives back to the community in Boyle Heights to be opened here. So this proves that even big businesses like Starbucks believe this is a great location for a coffee shop. So our plan has three steps. Phase one being the plan and build phase, which will take around a year. Phase two will take from months 12 to 18, so like launching the cafe, training the youth, tracking all the revenue, and then once both of these are completed, we will scale our business to have a greater impact and profit by opening up other coffee shops in the East LA area.
This is our amazing team. Daniel, he's an entrepreneur with over 10 years of experience operating successful food and beverage small businesses. And Daniel will be coming in as our operations director. Not only does Daniel have a wealth of experience in small business entrepreneurship, but he also has the heart of a mentor. Daniel's experience, we believe, will cultivate youth mentorship, innovation, and amplify youth leadership through this social enterprise. The local orgs in Boyle Heights, as well as other LA-based businesses and organizations, have played such a critical role in helping Mentor for Change to develop our social enterprise. And we couldn't have gotten this far without our partners that are listed here. For our financial projection, our first year, we're projecting about $647,000 in revenue. That's broken down by approximately 160 transactions per day, averaging $11 per ticket. And our major expense will be rent at about $41,000. However, that is well below the market rate because East LA Community Corporation is giving us free rent during the build out phase and the first 6 months of rent at 99 cents per square feet and subsequent months at $1.85.
So as you can see here, our capital campaign consists of a total goal of $454,000. Our main costs come from construction and build out and salaries. And to help with the equipment costs, Copa Vida is donating used equipment for the cafe to us for free. So this leaves us with about $144,000 gap in our expenses. And this is where donations matter. We're asking for $100,000 for the cafe build out to cover the excess costs that are previously mentioned. But this is not just about opening up a coffee shop, it's about creating opportunity. And with your support, we'll be able to train over 20 youth baristas in our first year and 40 in the subsequent years to come, giving them real work experience, mentorship, and the confidence that comes from learning skills that they'll carry for life. And your donation is not just a one-time gift, it's a gift that keeps giving back. Because our business is designed to have a self-sustaining revenue and will continue to give back to generations of youth to come.